A very good afternoon to you and welcome to our lunchtime news bulletin. You're with me, Katrina Chang. Let's start off with a look at the headlines. Heavy rains experienced in Polonnaruwa. 10 sluice gates opened in the Parakrama Samudra. The flow of motor traffic along the Kandy Mahayangane road restored following earth slips. And Guatemalan Vice President victim of flower attack. Now taking a look at those stories in detail, our correspondent in Polonnaruwa noted that the area in which has been lacking rainfall for the past few days is now experiencing heavy rainfall in the area. The divisional secretary in the area, Nimal Abesiri, noted that the Arunapura and Duldamana areas are experiencing floods. Heavy rainfall is recorded in many areas across Polonnaruwa. With heavy rainfall being recorded in several areas, the water levels of several reservoirs have also reached considerable heights. Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipili, noted that along with the increasing rainfall, the 10 sluice gates of the Parakrama Samudra have been opened. Due to the lack of rainfall in the area, there was a difficulty in supplying the required water for cultivation. Our correspondent added that cultivation in the area was delayed due to the lack of rainfall and caused losses to the farmers. Now, as a result of the inclement weather condition, the Kandy Mahayangane main road, which was blocked due to an earth slip, has been reopened for the public in motor traffic. Vehicular movement came to a standstill in the area this morning. This earth slip occurred along the 3rd and 4th bend in the 18th bend roadway area. The road was cleared with the assistance of the Road Development Authority. Thereby, the vehicular movement, which was at a standstill, was restored at around 11:15 this morning. Today is Durutu Full Moon Poya Day. It was on a day like this that Lord Buddha made his first visit to Sri Lanka. That is 9 months after attaining enlightenment, Lord Buddha visited Sri Lanka on a Durutu Poya Day. Newganasaya, which is also known as the Mahayangana Dagaba, was built at the site of the Mahanagana Grove in Minipe, where the Buddha subjugated the Yakas. This was the first Dagaba to be built on this island. God Sumana Saman, who built this Dagaba, enshrined in it the Keshadhatu or hair relic, which he received from Buddha. The former JVP Parliamentarian Minister Lakshman Nipunarachi states that politicians are more concerned about their financial gains as opposed to human rights factors. He stated this at a public meeting held in Boralla yesterday.
Although ministers boast saying that the most important pressure is human life, those individuals themselves don't see it that way. Those individuals see money as the most important pressure. Therefore, these individuals do not even care minutely for their lives. After you leave their presence, they never wonder how you carry on your life. If you have enough room to grow or how your families live, they have no feeling.
Staying with local news, the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment says that 3,000 complaints have been received with regards to housemates who have gone to the Middle East for employment and have returned to the island once again. The Deputy General Manager of the Bureau has stated that any person who is working within agreed time period in the contract cannot come back to the island before its expiration.
Women who wish to go to the Middle East for employment should know that the contract period is for 2 years. and that you cannot violate the contract by returning to the island within this time period. If you look at the period between January 2013 and December 2013, 110,000 women have gone abroad for employment, out of which 3,000 have returned to the island violating this contract. Even when we explain this factor to them, some still attempt to return to the island. The employer would not allow this because they spent 5 lakhs for their employment. However, if they wish to return to the island before the time period stated in their contract, they have to repay this amount.
Let's now take a look at what's coming up later on in the news. Stunt rider Matt Olson can be seen riding a bicycle along the arches of the 7th Street Bridge in Fort Worth, Texas. The annual rice ceremony was celebrated today at the Temple of the Tooth Relic in Kandy. This annual ceremony was celebrated under the auspices of the Diyawada Nilame, Pradeep Nilanga Dala and the Nayaka Thero in charge of leading the religious observances at the sacred temple of the Tooth Relic. Meanwhile, 2 committees have been appointed to monitor the need for up-to-date environmental policies. The Secretary of the Ministry of Environment and Renewable Energy, DMUT Basnayaka, stated that policies such as the precious stone and gold policy, the environment policy and the fossil fuel policy will need to be checked to see if they are currently suitable.
පුනර්ජනනීය බලශක්තිය ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් පැනනගිලා තියෙන ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්න පිළිබඳව සමහර
We have appointed a committee to check the suitability of the policies that are already in place, especially that of renewable energy and the environmental factors and the financial factors affecting it. There are legal issues that might come up when implementing projects. Therefore, the new legal committee can advise us about the current policies that need to be amended. The minister has advised us about this. Therefore, we hope to investigate and amend all policies pertaining to the environment, and this will help us with any problems that may arise in the future.
සංශෝධන ගෙනීම තුලින් අපට ඉදිරියේදී පරිසරය සම්බන්ධ ඇති වෙන ගැටලුව निराකරණය කර ගැනීමට ඇති අවශ්‍යතාවය අපිට සම්පූර්ණ කර ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු